Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we have Doduo, I believe it's pronounced, and this is a twin bird Pokemon. So the body of it looks like a kiwi fruit. That's what I think it looks like. It looks like a fluffy kiwi fruit. And it's got two heads, and the heads look like little kiwi fruits, but they look like little, I don't know, little cute inquisitive birds. They have long little beaks and cute little eyes, and they've only got 2 feet. It doesn't look like it has any wings. I was flapping there for a second. But yeah, Doduo. It's a cute little bird Pokemon with 2 heads, and that's super cute. And I wrote down for this build a safari. What was it? A safari hotel, I think it was. So like, you know, you would go to like maybe you'd go to like Africa, and yeah, you like be on the where the animals are, and you know, you open your windows and all the animals are there. And that's kind of what I was thinking about doing, but when I was trying to find a lot for this, I was like, I don't think I really have a lot that hasn't, like, I'm trying not to recycle lots. If it's been done and used before, I'm trying not to use it again, and I couldn't really find a lot that kind of fitted the vibe of what I wanted to go for. So what I ended up going with instead was more of a jungle adventure, I guess you could say quote unquote safari. So you're going on an adventure to like see all the wildlife and the animals and whatnot, and like live right in amongst them, which is kind of like, again, like that safari idea that I had. That's kind of like, okay, that's over there, but this is in Latin America somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, but that's I just taken the idea and put it in another country, basically. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. And I really had fun exploring and playing with these builds. Now, unfortunately, my game crashed right at the end, and I lost the entire build. I was right at the, like, I was literally adding maybe 2-3 more items, and it died on me, and my game crashed. I've been having some PC issues, so I'm definitely saving up to get I just want to do it completely brand new, because I'd rather just start afresh than kind of replace things one by one and try and figure out what's right and what's wrong. And I know I bought the wrong piece; it doesn't fit. Like, I just wanna start from scratch. And I've talked about this in the past. I don't know if I'll sell this computer or if I'll use it as an older one for something else or whatnot. I have talked about, yeah, like I said, I've talked about this before, but I've been kind of thinking about it little bits and pieces here and there about what I could do, what I couldn't do. You know, I know there's some people out there who have like their streaming computer, but then they have like their gaming computer, so they'll stream from one, but they'll like the game is on a different one, and I'm not really sure how they do that, but I'll definitely be talking to Onion, who is my roommate who does all of the techie stuff here, and I will be, yeah, making sure I get all the information, all the questions answered and whatnot about what to do, how to fix it, like should I sell this, should I not, and whatnot. So yeah, it's definitely curious. That's like, I'm not unsure as to what to do, but I will definitely be talking to Onion because I'm so over. I was like, at this point, I'm not even upset. I'm not surprised. Like, this, it was my fault for not saving at all. That was totally on me. I should have saved. I know my computer. I know what it's currently like. I know it's having a little temper tantrum every once in a while. So yeah, I should have saved, and I didn't, and that's my fault. I forget to save. I am so bad at saving. So I actually built this over on stream, and yeah, I just, like, why did I not save? And I have a redeem over on my stream that you can redeem it so that I save the build, and I didn't because I'm a silly little goose. Let's just say that, yeah. Um, I don't know why I didn't save. If I had saved at any point, like, I would have been like, oh, well, I'll just jump back in off stream and, like, rebuild it the way I had it. But I've completely lost it. So, yeah. That's great. That's so much fun. And I don't really have the time nor patience to rebuild it at the moment. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll rebuild it. But, yeah, I have a wedding in less than a week, and I'm, like... tomorrow is the start of, like, okay, I've got to go do this, and I've got to go do that, and then I've got to go do this, and then I've got to go to the wedding, and then the wedding happens, and then and it's just going to be a full week of things. So, yeah, we're having a few pre-recorded things. I just recorded yesterday's video, and the video that's actually coming out today, I pre-recorded a couple of days ago. So I've been doing, like, batch content where I do a bunch of builds, I do a couple of days of editing, and recording, and uploading, and then I do a bunch of builds, and then I just recycle that. So, after this video today, I'm going to be uploading them all, but then I'm going to be building a bunch of different things. Hopefully 3 builds, because that's realistically what I need to do. But ideally I'd like to get more done. The more builds I can get done, the better. I don't necessarily have to record and upload more than 3. But those 3 I do have to do, because those are the 3 days I will be away for the wedding, and I can't not do it. So, yeah, look, gonna be very, very busy. And, yeah, like I said, pre-recording quite a bit, so, yeah, in maybe, like, I don't know, 5 days, you guys will probably get me updating you guys with how the wedding went and whatnot. Again, not my wedding, just want to make that clear, I'm not getting married. But... yes, I am attending said wedding, and very excited for that, because, I don't know, there's just been a lot of effort and energy being poured into it, and I just want to make sure that it is a beautiful, lovely event, and that we all celebrate and have fun. And again, I have talked about this before, where we're going has really bad internet, so yeah, I'm going to be disconnecting for a couple of days, which is going to be hopefully good. And yeah, I just want to rest and relax and have fun and get that sort of, just generally good relaxing vibes out there, I don't want to be stressing about, this, that, and the other, and gotta do this and gotta do that. No, it's all done. It's all recorded, it's all built. So yeah, putting myself through a lot of stress at the moment. Which is probably why, me being sick, it's taken me a little bit longer to get better than usual, because I'm just, majorly, I wouldn't say majorly stressed out, it's mostly when I wouldn't even say when I'm going to sleep, because, like, when I'm going to sleep, I'm that tired that I just go to sleep, but it's when I wake up early in the morning. I generally wake up early, feed Macy, my cat, and then go back to bed for a little bit, and she'll come snuggle with me, and yeah, sometimes it's just like I can't get back to sleep, and I'm tossing and turning and whatnot. But having Macy there cuddling me, it's definitely it definitely helps. But yeah, hopefully when I get back, it'll be a lot less stressful. And I kind of want it so that when I get back on a Friday. I want the Saturday stuff to already be done, hopefully. Yeah, I just want more builds to be done. I know that if I have extra time leading up to before I leave for the wedding, I will be building here and there, just being relaxed with it, getting some stuff done and whatnot, but not worrying about, like, editing and uploading and whatnot. Just record the video, maybe record a few stuff for shorts, take screenshots, just get some fun, relaxed things done. And then, yeah, when I get back, like, I can just jump in and edit things. I do enjoy editing. It's pretty monotonous. So, I don't want to say monotonous, but, like, I stare at the screen and then basically watch the video sped up slightly, so that I can find out the parts that I want to cut out, and make sure there's not, like, moments where I forgot to pause the recording, or if I'm live streaming it, moments where I need to cut out you know, like there are moments in this build, multiple moments in this build, where I just randomly pause. I'm just chatting with people and talking about like TV shows and mental health, and we talk about all different things. But yeah, because this recording was yesterday, it was talking about what TV shows I like to watch, and what we're just talking about like mental health and you know, people going through things, and you know, just I like to let people know who I see them around a lot in my streams, other people's streams and whatnot, and I just want to let them know that I love and appreciate them, and that I see value in them, and I see how lovely and sweet they are, and I just want to let them know that I do love them for that. And another thing we were talking about was like judging people, because you know, in that stream I was saying about like I do judge people and I hate it. I hate that that's what's been kind of ingrained in society, is we've been taught to judge each other. And I know the first thought that I have in my head is not actually how I feel, it's what I've been taught to think, and that the second thing that I think is generally what I feel. Because sometimes I'll look at people and be like, wow, like you're wearing that, and then I'm like, wait, like why am I judging this person for being comfortable in their skin and like just enjoying themselves? And I'll kind of take a step back and be like, okay, that was kind of not a good thing to think about, and it's definitely interesting, like to kind of evaluate that, and it's definitely helped me think a lot nicer, a lot more calmly. And not to really care about what other people are doing. Like, if it's not hurting me or other people, then it's not a problem, you know? It doesn't matter, you know? If you know, this, like, okay, for example, if it's, like, really, really hot and someone's wearing a jumper, I'm not gonna look at them and be like, why are you wearing a jumper? Like, that, it's so hot. But, you know, maybe this person's from a country where it's always really, really hot, and they think the temperature I think is warm or hot is actually cold. I'm a bit like that. I do find with the cold, I feel it a lot more than other people. So the moment the temperature even begins to drop for Australia, I am the first one in jeans. I'm the first one in hoodies and sweatpants and tracky dacks and all that sort of stuff. I find I feel the cold a lot quicker than other people. So, yeah, it's definitely something I try not to judge others for. And it's not just, like, obviously what they're wearing, but, you know, people existing and what they do and what they say and what they feel and think and whatnot. Again, as long as nobody's getting hurt, as long as everybody who's directly involved with that, I mean, yes, there's indirect consequences, you know, if someone is, again, wearing a jumper on a really hot day and it makes me feel hot, I can just look away, you know, I don't have to look at the if it's bothering me, I'll look away. At the end of the day, it's like not that big of a deal. Obviously, if there's like someone yelling at another person and they look upset, I might be like, hey, person who's upset, do you want to come over here? And like, it's okay, it's safe over here. I'm not gonna confront them. I'm not a confronting person, but you know, I'll make a safe space for the people who feel unsafe. But the long and the short of it is, like, yeah, I'm trying to re-establish, rewire my brain into not instantly judging people. You know, if it's not hurting me, if it's not my problem, it's whatever, not my business. So yeah. That's yeah, what we were kind of talking about there. So the long and the short of that is that's why we had some breaks and moments in the build where I had to like cut out some things. It's because, yeah, I kind of went on a long-winded ramble about that's what, I mean, it wasn't a long-winded ramble, it was a good conversation, people going back and forward, and there was lots of things being added to it, and you know, mental health was also put in there as well, and it kind of led from mental health to judging people and trying not to judge people. So yeah, it was a good little train to be on and to talk about. And yeah, I know sometimes with my streams I do kind of go on these mini tangents where it's good to just get those things off your chest and have these conversations with people. Whereas, yeah, with like other streams, sometimes I'll just sit there and randomly mumble about random nonsense. There was one stream where I couldn't figure out how to say string cheese. and I kept saying cheese string, and then, what was it? I kept mixing up like the letters, so it was like strees cheese, and then yeah, just what is strees? It's that another one I get confused over. I have no idea why. Is cream cheese. That's probably why I was saying it weirdly. Cream cheese. I it takes me some effort and thought to think about that one, but yeah, just cream cheese is. And now I can't even think of the way I say it wrong because I've been practicing to say cream cheese, which is like how I feel so dumb. Like I'm sitting here and saying cream cheese, instead of, I think it was stream crees, cream strees, something stupid like that. And now I'm gonna say it again because it's actually cream cheese. But I could not tell you why that specific one gets me lost every single time. It's cream cheese. I don't know why. And it got to the point where when people would say cream cheese, I would, under my breath, say strees cream. Like, what is that? What does that even mean? Why do I keep saying it? So yeah, it was a very interesting experience, a very interesting thing to deal with. But yeah, thankfully, cream cheese. Got it down pat. This is actually, today's the first day where it's straight off the bat, it's been cream cheese. And not whatever nonsense I was mumbling about before. Yeah, also, like, yeah, the string cheese, like, what was I taught? I was on a weird ramble roll and ended up with some weird ramble string cheese thing. Strees. That's what it is strees. That's cheese turns into strees, and I have no idea what that is. But let me know, what are things that you guys kind of accidentally mess up like that? Because, yeah, mine is definitely, well, it was cream cheese, and then it was string cheese, and it really, I don't know what it was, but it really, something I just could not say for the life of me, and I could not figure out why. But now, yeah, a lot better. I know actually what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, and I'm not confusing myself. But anyway, the long and the short of it is that, yeah, sometimes I go on these weird little ramble and rants, and we talk about weird things, but other times we have these really beautiful conversations where we really just, I don't know, they're a little bit deep, and I know sometimes deep conversations can be a lot for some people. I definitely find deep conversations sometimes to be quite overwhelming, and there are sometimes, like, some people will be having deep conversations in streams and I'll just quietly leave for a little bit until the conversations are done, because yeah, it's just a little bit too much for me, and you know, I do understand that it can be quite confronting for some people, but basically I try and make it a safe space, so I definitely want people to feel comfortable and safe and whatnot. So yeah, if you do need like a silly, funny place to hang out, we do that. But we do have some spaces where, like, yeah, we do talk about, and it's not talking about direct trauma either. It's not like anything, you know, scary or bad, but we'll bring up little stories of, like, here's a little silly thing I had to deal with, and, like, looking back at it, it's kind of funny. Like, I was talking about how I think I was like 11 and these girls were trying to get me to swear so that I could be in their cool group, and I was like, I really don't care about this. Like, I'm gonna go hang out with this kid over here. This kid looks lonely, and oh, look at them. Like, they're actually a really cool person to hang out with, and I had a really good time hanging out with that person instead of this group of 3 girls who were trying to get me to swear. So again, like, such a sweet little innocent story, but, like, it helps kind of begin that conversation of, you know, taking care of mental health and whatnot. And so, yeah. But like I said, we also do silly conversations, fun, silly games, and I do some co-working as well. So the next stream that I'm going to do, which I think is yesterday's stream for when this video comes out, is going to be a co-working stream so that I can get a bunch of editing done. Because, yeah, today's going to be a bunch of building for me, which is, I think, 3 days before this video comes. I don't know. I've confused myself. Time is just, like, not real. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some co-working then and editing some videos and whatnot. And then, yeah, we do mostly Sims building, but we'll do some variety games, some co-working or whatever. So yeah, if you wanna go check it out, definitely feel free to. I'm pretty sure the link is down below in the description, as well as my Instagram and also the packs I use for this build. Actually, that's a lie. This build doesn't exist. Every other pack does. This build, I'm gonna have to rebuild from scratch if I really want to be true to it. Oh, that's gonna bother me so much. I'll do it. I'll do it, but not before the wedding. I'll do it after the wedding. I simply don't have time for it. But also, yeah, my food just got delivered. I in the last video I was talking about getting a Japanese curry, and I decided to do it. So yeah, in case you were wondering, I did decide to do it. I am very grateful and very hungry, and I've still got 4 more minutes in this video. That's fine. Yeah. I don't know, this build was good. I'm not very comfortable with these sorts of styles of builds. I don't know why. Like, there's certain build styles I'm like, yeah, let's get in and get it done, and I'm gonna love it so much, and it's gonna be great and fantastic. And then there are other times where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But this was a time where I had no idea what I was doing, and I think because I was just chatting away about 100 million different things that I had so much fun with it. It was just like, I'm talking about utter nonsense or this or that or whatever, and because I was doing that, it kind of let one part of my brain be like the overthinking part of my brain, it was occupied, because I was like, I'm building, I'm doing things, I don't have time to overthink because I'm talking, and that let the building side of my brain just get in and make those little decisions. You know, I probably could have added a few more decorations in this little restaurant space, but honestly, I was not paying attention to the build because I was just building and talking and having a good old time doing it. So yeah, I don't know, it's really fun to do it while streaming, because sometimes when I'm not streaming and I'm building, I overthink things way too much. And you'll see me, like, I'll put something down and then I'll change the color swatches and then I'll hate it and then I'll delete it and then I'll do that same thing. But it was kind of funny because, yeah, during stream, someone was saying, like, I can't build, like, I spend forever trying to make it perfect. And I used to do that. I used to try and make it perfect, but now I'm just kind of like, just put things down. You need a bed? That's a good bed. Alright, let's go. Like, next. If you can't find the bed you want in the color swatch you want, then you pick a different bed. It's as simple as that. Because there's more than enough choice in this game that I can do that. Like, it's really not, like, I have so many choices, and you can make things out of nothing, and that's what I love about this game, is you can just, like, there's so many things you can do, so many things you can pick. Like, the exterior of this building, a lot of it is love struck, but this is a jungle adventure world, so it's, you know, mixing and matching a lot of different things, and I think it's absolutely wonderful and gorgeous and beautiful and amazing that we can really mix and match these things, and you can make whatever you want. There's so many different styles of builds that you can do, and it's just, yeah, really, really beautiful. And I do love that every once in a while we do get free stuff. Would I like more free stuff than what we're getting? Absolutely. Any day of the week. Free stuff, let's go. But I'm still very grateful that at least we do have free stuff, and, you know, so many swatches and swatch updates. You know, they're like couches that I love using because they're old and dingy and gross, but, like, they come in 3 colors, but not anymore. They come in so many more colors. And, like, getting a whole new kitchen bench, like, countertops, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've used those so many times. But it is just like, yeah, there's so many things that you could do with this build now, with this game now, with building. And I do understand there's, like, bugs and whatnot, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. But anyway, we're getting very close to the end where it actually crashes. The only thing I tried to put in was some outdoor seating, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. And if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.